Alright. I just take the video, man, and the shit was erased. I'm gonna try to remember a lot of the shit that I was saying. It ain't gonna be verbatim, but I'm gonna try to hit on a lot of that shit. And if I don't hit it on this video, I promise I'm gonna hit it on it. One of the things I was saying that one day I was on my porch and I was on my phone, man. And I realized when I was calling my aunt that when the phone rung, I heard it from my neighbor. I heard it from my neighbor phone as well next to me. The phone rung simultaneously as I had my shit ringing. So it was either my neighbor right next to me or it's the one next to them, because I already know I got like 5 gang stalkers on my street. So it was either that house, which you can't see after that red truck, or the one after that. It was definitely one of them. When my phone rung, they shit rung too. I'm on the porch now. When I hung it up, you ain't hear it. I say, damn, these niggas really is listening, which I already knew. But sometimes when you get that confirmation, you be like, fuck. So that shit kind of crazy. My neighbor used to be in the military. He worked where I work at now. He worked at the VA too. Been there probably about 1.5 years, 2 years. Just randomly seen him one day when I was at work. I'm like, oh, okay, word. Now, like I say, he was in the military. I never really just talked to my neighbor like that. I don't fuck with him, and he know it. Now, when I was in the military, my daddy probably was just talking to him and, you know, whoop-de-whoop, probably talking to him a little too much if you ask me. But I don't fuck with him. I don't trust him. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Some of the other stuff that I was talking about in that video was 2020 about to come, man. And if y'all don't know, like, things will change. Things are going to change. No doubt about it. Things will change. And one of the reasons that I'm making this video is because I was just at the store. I was at the store, had a woman not necessarily parked by next to me, but she was parked out of the way, and she was just sitting there. So I'm getting in the car, I'm lighting my little cigarette, getting my music ready, and of course when I hit that reverse, it seemed like that's when she want to go as well. So I'm like, alright. So I go in front of her before making sure this shit still okay. My bad, man. I'm making sure this shit still recording because I just had to jump on my little nephew's phone. Like, y'all don't get it twisted. I got 2 phones, bro. Not 2 that I got. One phone that I usually just use. Storage just filled up after I did that video, and all I was trying to save the video. Accidentally erased that bitch. At least my fiend, you know. Yeah. Then I got a phone up in my car that I just try to take shit off of. That bitch it's full. So yeah, this is the type of shit that we gotta do, because it's hard to get that information out there. And like I tell y'all keep watching these motherfuckers with all these damn views and shit. This shit is not easy to get this information out there to y'all niggas. Like, and if it is, it's a motherfucking problem. But yeah, so I'm leaving up out the store or whatever, and as soon as I hit reverse, that's when her ass act like she wanna go. Nah, not today, motherfucker. I jump in front of her, she blowing her horn and all this little shit. I don't care. I'm riding. Because the thing is, if people want to really fuck with you, man, they need to know that, you know, you're not the one sometimes. And today I was in that mood, not the one. And what I was bringing up on that is that 2020 shit, like, things about to change, and they know that too. Like, sometimes you just don't have time. You don't have time. Like, bitch, you want to fuck with me? I'm going to mess with you too. Like, I know what you're doing, so I'm going to do the same thing to you. And you going to see how I feel. That's the strength within us. Like, people don't understand. Well, they do know, but once you push somebody like me to a certain point and you disrespect me or you disrespect my family, then I'm gonna disrespect your ass to the fullest as well. That's who he is. And you seen the cartoons like Incredible Hulk and all this little shit? That's who he is. When we get our strength, that's who he is. Turn into a beast, nigga. When I get mad, my head starts shaking. My head started shaking. My sister was pregnant, man. She put hands on me, hit me in my face. I got a scratch on my neck. She was pregnant at the time. I couldn't even lift up my hand and hit her back. That was the strength of the Lord. Because you know why? Because if I would have did it, she wouldn't be here right now. And definitely I won't say she wouldn't be here. Her baby definitely wouldn't be here right now. But I would have fucked her up. But it wasn't, you know, that way, hey, it wasn't the time to do all that. And she not the person to do that on. the strength that I have within inside of me, I already know. I don't care how big you is, how small your ass is. When I put hands on you, I'm not trying to like scratch your ass. If I get to that point, I gotta put hands on you. I'm trying to snap your motherfucking neck, like you done. And I'm 34 years old, and I ain't have to do that, but I know that I got the capability of doing that shit. Something gonna be broke on your motherfucking ass. It's gonna be a broke arm, a motherfucking broke neck, like something. You ain't gonna be right after you finish with me. I'm telling you, that's just how it is. And a lot of us got that strength too, like believe it. Oh yeah. What else I touched in that video? Man, I was going ham. I hate I lost that bit. But it's all to the G, because why? That's what I be trying to tell y'all. This is the whole point of this shit. They can't take nothing from us because it's within inside of us. Everything that I said on that video, I can bring that shit back because it's inside of me. Because it's in me. It's information that I know and I believe. It's my truth. You get me? So I lost the video, and I know like they like, hell yeah, I'm glad, because I was on that shit, and I'm gonna still be on that shit on this one. It probably just won't flow as much as it was. And yes, nigga, we stays with that traffic around this motherfucker. But I was talking about 2 days ago, I was outside. I had got out of work, man, and I was looking in the sky, and I'm like, oh man, these are some beautiful stars. And then I'm saying to myself, like, damn, this shit really look like cameras right now though. So my thing with them stars is, I don't think that stars are really stars. I think stars are cameras or satellites or something like that. I think they actually recording us. I think it's the and oh yeah, another thing I said, and I said you can find it online in China. They actually are building an artificial star to put in space, quote unquote space, and I use that word lightly, space. They put an artificial star in space from China, so they can have falling stars for a small country, like like how they have like little fireworks shows. People come out and watch them, sitting on their blankets, something like that. They gonna put a fucking fake ass star up in the damn sky. So you can't tell me that this shit is just far-fetched, because they doing it now. Nothing under the sun is new. So why they ain't do it in the past? We are the past, we the present, and we the future. Believe that, man. We are. The moon, never believed in the moon. I don't even know why the moon exists. The moon changed my energy. It seemed like it drained. It manipulated a lot of people's minds. I don't even see the point in the moon. The moon to me is definitely man-made. As far as the sun give me energy. The sun give me information, and the sun kind of revitalize my body, So I have to really just sit up there and meditate on what the sun is. But for right now, like, it's one of the most natural things that I think right now that is still of our time, that in a sense probably wasn't manipulated. Another thing that I touched on in that video was about the satellites is, when you turn on a flashlight in the daytime, you can't really see that the flashlight is on, but you can see that bitch at night. That's exactly how it is if you think about it. When you look at them stars in the nighttime, it's just like a fucking flashlight, man. That's all it is. Is what do they call it on cameras? Shit. When you gotta change your mode to like night mode because it's dark outside. It's the same thing. It's just a projection. Just a projection. And this is a lot of stuff that I was touching on that video, and like I say, I was really flowing more. I'm kind of all over the place right now. I'm just trying to get what I was saying out, in a sense. So I apologize if I'm kind of all over the place and this and that, but I'm just trying to get this information out because I want to. Let's see, what else was I talking about? Technology right now is super advanced. Some walking around this planet definitely are aware of it. Yes, we get surveillance. I look at it like a video game or a reality TV show. No doubt about it. I think we are the most popping TV show around the whole universe right now. They always say Earth is the shit, because it ain't nothing that on Earth you can't get nowhere else. You got killing, you got fucking, you got people walking their dogs, you got people eating, you got people going to work. It is reality. So I do believe that other planets, other dimensions, other realities are watching who we are right now. We are their entertainment, we are their food, and we are their energy. I believe that this world was created, but theirs in a sense was produced. That's another thing. What I think is the point of this fake world: to die, to live, nothing more, nothing less. To die and to live. What you get out of it is what you get out of it. And just like how I'm taping this video and I lost all that information in another video, it's the same. Man, everybody watching me around this bit, it's the same thing when you leave this motherfucker. What you know in your consciousness, you take it with you. Now I lost probably a good 20-minute video on information that I'm saying right now that was flowing. But what am I doing right now? I'm repeating everything that I say because it's within me and it's my belief. I know my truth. I know what I said. I know what I learned. So it's the same thing. When you die, you take what you know with you. If it's your truth and you believe in it, it's gonna go with you. Same damn thing. And I started that video off on air. What is air? What is oxygen? Could oxygen be a hallucinogenic agent? Could it be what we breathing in right now is what's creating the reality that we see? People need to really sit down and think about it. When we are alive and we come into this world, they give us the breath of life. When you die, you don't have that air, you don't have that breath anymore. What is the significance and the power of that breath? That air, the air that we breathing in right now, could be a drug. It could be what is creating the reality that we living in right now. We don't know what the fuck we breathing in, the toxins that we breathing in, and we came into this bitch while we see the constructs that we see. It could be the air. It could be the oxygen. Why not? I mean, it's something to think about. And what I'm talking about right now, I'm just talking. It's my truths in a sense, but some of this information is true. This is why my Uncle Colin. This is why they fuck with us. Hold on real quick. Hey. Yeah, I'm here. Alright. But yeah, this is why it is. My bad, I done lost track, but it's all good. I do believe that this is a game. I'm old school with it. I say Nintendo and I say Sega. Like, yes, this shit is a game, and it's the biggest game on the world. But if you look at it as a game, then that's gonna be your way of seeing it. Now, is a game not true just because you playing it? That's another question you need to ask yourself. That's another question. Right now I feel like we living in a place where it's mental slavery. When we was coming up, like my black people, the people of my pigmentation, we was in physical slavery. You know, chained up, this and that, not knowing at the same time we were in mental. But once they freed us, they gave us a little freedom, as they quote unquote said. But now it's more mental. You going to work, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's mental slavery. It's all mental now. Because your mind is real strong, man. Your mind is really, really strong. Another thing I touched up on, when you come into the world, like I said, you come into this motherfucker, but at the same time, you gotta leave out the womb. Not necessarily your mother's womb, but the womb itself. The in and the all, the darkness. That's getting back to the womb. I believe in reincarnation. I believe that some people, you know, that it's a cycle. Like putting it on a CD player, like I said, you just keep coming back. But once you reach a higher consciousness, I believe that that changes. I believe that you go back to the womb, to all and nothing, to the end of the game. Like you play a game and you unplug it. That's the end of the game, right? Like you done. That's how it is, man. You got to see it like that too. Why do people really awaken, and what's the point? The point is you win a game, and you don't win ding 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 ding, she get $1 billion. No, what you win is you win understanding, you win experience, you win gratitude, you win the feeling of having emotion, the feeling of knowing, just being you. That's what you win. And hopefully you get through life and you experience love. And I believe having love in your life is one of the most beautiful things that you can experience, because you're on a very, very high frequency. Very high frequency. I was probably in love about 4-5 years ago. Most beautiful and awful thing at the same time in my life. I was truly happy. As soon as that shit started happening, oh, they really started messing with me. I lost that person, lost my job, got kicked out the military, like all kind of lost my apartment, like all kind of shit happened, like no lie, because my frequency was probably so high that it alarmed something to like, oh no, we can't have this. And that's another thing that I touched on. I was like, it can be the smallest things that have you targeted right now. It can probably be the smallest things. You smiling at an old woman, helping her with her bags. You giving a baby a piece of candy. You giving something to a homeless man, $1 or something like that. You walking down the street and you